Hi everybody, we're here at Panther Creek, Tuscumbia, Missouri. This was the Saturday Sportsman's Race, last round of M.O.R.E 2019. I did not get off to a very good start at all. Kind of started at the back of the pack. Edited this video a little bit. There's about an extra minute here of me riding pretty poorly and slow. But Mommy really wanted to know what was around that first corner.
I did. I couldn't see from my spot.
So this is her version of what was around the corner.
Somebody's up ahead from Daddy.
We have a special guest commentator with us today, Mr. Bridger James Hume.
Yay, Bridger! It was a beautiful day. It was wonderful weather.
He's now going in the woods.
This was a booger of a hill. On the next day, we raced, I don't know if it's the Off-Road Cup, but it was a 50-mile race. I did not make it 50 miles. I hope to get a video put together, let you guys see some of that. But I did have at least one time that I hit this hill, and I kind of did it really well. It took me 3 or 4 tries before I got up it in a fluid motion, but I eventually got it.
It's really hilly, and there's lots of big branches. There's lots of big branches that fell down on the tree that, well, you can't really see. The track's kind of hard to go through because sometimes you have to go for hard branches, and sometimes you might be a little hard to my back. When I get out the open, it's a lot better.
Yep, look how fast Daddy's going.
Yeah, I made an effort. Last video we kind of joked about I never put the grass track in.
So he's going back in the woods.
Going back in.
Right now he's going back in the woods.
Yeah, you see, there was a lot of these branches Bridger's talking about. There was a ton of down logs. Some of them were big. I don't know if you see very many big ones. Nothing bigger than your front tire, but they were all kind of off camber. It seemed like none of the logs were at a 90 degree to your front tire. You hit everything on an angle.
Speaking of your tires are new for this race.
I did have new tires on this race.
Bridger called them big bumpy tires.
Yeah, he wrote in his journal about the tires. He said the wheels are big and bumpy, and he wrote it all himself. We only helped him with the word bumpy, which pretty sure he had right on his own anyway.
You're passing people. See that?
Some of the people that Daddy passed.
Yeah.
Yep. This was the second race that I've ever actually caught up to people and passed them. Generally, I pass people when they wreck, when they're not moving. But at least 3 people, I caught up to them and passed them. There was some more of those logs Bridger was talking about.
There's a track that I can follow to know where to go, and there's arrows too, so I know where to go.
Yeah, what Bridger's saying, you see the arrows on the trees. That's how you know which way to go. Bridger rode on the Pee Wee course this race.
Yeah.
B, you want to tell them about anything that happened on the Pee Wee course?
I spread Daddy with mud.
How did you spray me with mud?
Because I was going so fast. I gasped it.
Yeah. Bridger roosted me with the mud. We had a little trouble in the mud and it was kind of slippery, and I told him, B, sometimes you just got to get a handful of throttle and gas it through that. And I was behind him. I was helping him get up and get going, and he just opened it up and he covered me. It was pretty funny. How'd it go? Yeah. Like that? Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Oh, I heard you, and I felt the mud too.
I like the scenery with the fall colors.
Talk a little louder, Mama.
Oh, I like the scenery with the fall colors.
Yep.
Mama giggles sometimes in the radio, and well, in the race because she's talking on the speaker that I can hear with. She laughs sometimes, but I don't know why. But she might just keep laughing. I don't know. She's a laugher.
Yeah, Mama's a laugher. I agree.
I love you guys. Daddy's doing a good job. This was one of your fastest races. Like, I mean, your speed-wise, your average.
Yeah, up until this race, there I passed another guy.
Yeah.
Up until this race, my fastest average speed for the whole race was 11.3 miles per hour. I've been averaging my last couple races about 10.5, give take. My fastest race was 11.3. My average speed on this race was actually 12.4. So, over a mile per hour average faster than my fastest race ever, and about 2 miles per hour faster than what I've done the last couple races. And it was an awesome track, but as much as anything, I'm just, you'll hear I get on the pipe a lot more than I normally do. Just trying to, I ride a gear too high a lot. Keep the bike out of the power. I handle it a little better and just being more aggressive. Last race I was disappointed because I finished with quite a bit of energy left. Didn't push near as hard. Trying to get that racer mentality instead of just a trail rider mentality.
Catch this guy.
No.
Does he turn wrong and you go?
Yeah, I catch him. Yeah, he kind of.
Daddy followed the arrows.
Yeah, I followed the arrows. He kind of missed it there. I took a little bit of a hot line, got ahead of him. This was a neat little kind of creek section along the bluff. Yeah, it's Missouri. It's rocky.
Rocky everywhere.
If you live in this particular sorry, Mom didn't talk that loud, so it might not have been there. So, in the speaker.
Thank you.
Mom's doing all right.
You're not talking that loud.
I'll try to talk louder.
It's really rocky. It's really rocky in there, but there's kind of really small rocks. A lot of them. Because my dad's not working.
Keen observation, son. Thank you.
Just my dad's not wrecking.
Well, Bridger's right. The bigger the rocks get, the more prone I am to wrecking.
Yeah.
There is a direct correlation.
I'm gonna always laugh.
That's because you're funny.
I'm crazy.
Do you still have that? Did you get the steep hill?
That was some friends of ours we've kind of met at the races. That's the Jenkins family. They have a couple boys that are phenomenally fast. And it seems like we camp next to them quite a bit.
They're good people.
Yeah. What did you ask, Mama?
I said, did you get that steep hill? It's still on here.
Yeah, I believe this is it. This is a
this
really long downhill.
Woo!
And there were some equally long uphills. The next day, and hopefully I get that footage put together sometime, there's some longer hills than this. And not
Fun though to go down.
Oh yeah, not just long, but some of them get pretty steep too. This hill goes up for a long time. The GoPro, I know we say this all the time, does not do the hills justice.
Steeper than it looks.
Oh, way steeper than it looks.
Daddy.
There's some pretty big rocks in there, buddy. When I come out on top, there's speed bumps here, and my bike kind of jump a couple right there.
Daddy changed his wheels, so it's been good. Daddy changed the wheels.
Bridger's saying that I changed the wheels. I put new tires on my wheels, and I do think they really help.
And the really really bumpy, so they have more grip.
Exactly. My other ones were bumpy when they were new, but they've got kind of rounded. But these new ones are really bumpy, huh? That's a nice little rock garden section for you right there. Just in case you forgot you weren't in Missouri.
Open it up.
I started to say, I may have already said it, but I made a purpose to put like every inch of grass track on this video. Because the last couple of videos, it seems like I always cut out any grass track section.
You did two laps, two full laps on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Because remember I said there's another lap.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do it again?
Well, the more laps you go, the better you do. The winner's the guy who makes the most laps. The winner is the guy who makes the most laps.
This is where your shadow shows when we liked it.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught there was a glimpse of a guy up ahead, and I started seeing him. I never did catch that guy, but I chased him for quite a while, and it was the best I rode, or as good as I rode all day. I got a taste of catching up to some people and having a rabbit, having a pace guy out front of me, giving me a target. I really rode a lot better, even though I never did catch this guy. I got close to him a couple times.
No, I feel like you did him.
I ended up, after we go through the lap, somewhere I bobbled on the next time, and he got ahead of me, and I couldn't get caught back up to him. Lots of things to work on. But the improvement is evident.
Oh yeah, I think your confidence is getting a lot better with all your seat time.
The biggest thing is endurance. I'm not fighting the bike. I can ride whole races now without having to pull over and have a mild heart attack. Looky there. That's pretty fast, wouldn't it be?
Sometimes the ground makes a little bump because sometimes moles come there and you can't really feel the ground, so it's kind of bumpy.
Yep.
Are you done with the race?
Yep.
This is lap 1, right?
Yep. This was lap 1.
There we are, right to the left. I'm just standing right there by you.
Yeah, that was lap 1, guys. Hope we'll have more videos to come. See you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. Have a great day.